Hey guys, System here, and this is all the Mod 7 to the sky. Hope you're all having a great day. I myself, fantastic one. Let's go ahead and jump back into it here. So in between episodes, went ahead and worked on our sifting setup. So got it pretty much maxed out, I think, for the most part. Well, not maxed out. I mean, I don't have this stuff coming in at max speed. These things are still coming in pretty slowly. I'm not too concerned about these ones. They're actually not materials that I need in mass, so not worried about that. But over here, this is all maxed out. Netherite upgrades. You see there it goes at a pretty quick little clip there. It's going pretty fast there. And down here, oh, we are backed up on coal. I'll have to deal with that. But anyway, it's going pretty good. It's, yeah, pretty awesome. At max speed, these things use a lot of power, mind you. But at the same time, they move one stack per operation. So it does like a stack at a time. So it's doing stuff quickly, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Do I have upgrades on me? No, I don't. I made a whole bunch of these things, too. I keep having to make them. Keep finding one more. I should just go ahead and just do the whole kind of door wall maxed out. I just haven't bothered yet. Anyway, what was it? Coal. Coal is what we want for right this second. So it keeps moving there. How much coal do I have? 393k. So you can see here, stuff is just flying up now. It's actually kind of insane. Yeah, we're only at 41k redstone because we don't make that stuff super fast. I guess we do make that pretty fast. But 394k, almost 200k gold, 303k iron. I think we actually need like 600k iron for the pack, if I actually mapped it out right. So, yeah, we need a lot of it. Another one I saw that we're going to need a lot of, actually, is netherite. I was looking at some of the endgame items, and it wasn't that one that was crazy. Was it in here? No, that's the unobtainium. Maybe I don't have it. No, it's right here, there. Netherite blocks, 5x, so 5 times compressed. That means you're going to need like 1.5 million netherite, I think, because I think you need 3 nether stars if you want to make all the creatives, right? Not nether stars, ATM stars. So yeah, that's 1.5 million netherite. So we need to start working towards that. So the first thing we're going to set up today is a setup to get us a material called ether gas. With that ether gas, we'll be able to do some stuff with ore washing for ore multiplication. I want to try that out on our, mostly just our unobtainium, our vibranium, and all the modium. And then I want to do a setup for our hydroponics as well, which is going to get us in the mystical, because I think that's going to be our solution for the netherite, right? So that is what I was thinking first. So first thing I want to do is grab us this here, fluid laser base, because this stuff has gotten a little weird. So let's go ahead and do that. Go, and then maybe just go ahead and grab that puppy. And then we'll need a stasis chamber. Looks like we can craft all that stuff as well. Did it do the thing? I don't know what it did there. Anyway, that is good. And I think that's pretty good there. So basically the way you get this ether gas is a little strange. I think it shows it right here. Is it right there? Yeah, I got to set up this here. So the laser base over a wither in any biome. So it's a little strange there. Definitely a little strange. Forget how to make a lens. How do you do the lens here? Lens is this here. Yeah, I need that stuff. So panes, purple dye, and latex. Okay. So our lens should be done. Let's go ahead and grab that. And we'll go ahead and set this up here. So basically we need to milk a wither. That's what we got to do today. We are all about milking withers and getting their delicious milky goodness. So let's go ahead and get that done. We need this here stasis chamber. It's going to kind of lock the wither in place, which is what we need here. So we need him to, you know, just sit there and be milked happily, right? So the way to do that is with a stasis chamber, right? So I want to go ahead and grab a flux point, kind of pop that up there. Then go ahead and set the output, I guess. Let's do that. I don't think we need to upgrade this, but we may have to. I don't think it really matters. You really want to usually build this like in a safe cage too. So if you ever run out of power, he won't fly around, but I'm not too worried about that. You still get a debuff when you get this too. Yeah, it actually gives you slowness when you go on it, but it'll do pretty crazy things. Kind of locks you there too. It's hard to get off it, but we're not worried about that. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves some soul sand here because it's all powered up, and then kind of come up here. Then we're just going to spawn in a wither, just all willy-nilly in the middle of our base. So kind of back off. I don't think it actually spawns in. Yeah, it doesn't. It actually gets the stasis effect there. I wish he would face me, though. That's kind of annoying. But he'll just be in our base forever now. That's his new spot. Anyway, we need to set up the milking. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves a couple gen. There you go. Kind of come up this way. I'll probably have to mute his sound at some point. Can I go over his head? No, I got to go like here, right? Go ahead and grab the laser base. Pop that there. And then we got to get some of those mining lasers as well, I guess, right? I didn't think of that. But anyway, go ahead and grab ourselves the actual... what is it there? Fluid laser, mining laser. Which one is it here? Stasis. Which one is it? Oh, laser drills. That's what they're called. I don't know what I'm looking at. Anyway, so I'm going to have a wither in the middle of my base now. Not really too worried about it, like I said. as long as you're careful with your power, and this thing always stays powered. One thing you do if you want to be safe about it too, like you think you always have the power like I do, you just come in here and make sure the priority is pretty high. So I'll set like 20 because I never set anything to 20. Then it'll always go here first, which is probably what we want, right? Power always goes here first. So anyway, that's one little safety thing you could do there. Then I guess we'll grab some cobblestone here just so we can kind of place our blocks around here too. Just we're just gonna go like one out for all that matters. So it's pretty much the same setup as the mining setup, right? So it's kind of how that works there. And wait, do that, do this here, do that, and oh, we totally messed up those last three. And now that we have that all set up, let's go ahead and get our pipes in place because that's gonna be how we power this thing. I end up having a little structure around this too to kind of pretty it up a little bit, but for right now, we'll just have it kind of like this here. There you go. You won't be able to see these cables up here at some point, but anyway, go ahead and do that. Actually built on the base a little bit too. I did a little more work on it, but doesn't matter too much. You don't really have to worry about touching this guy or anything either. Like he shouldn't be able to hurt you as long as he's all stasis up. So should have to worry about that very much. We'll have to go ahead and speed this up too. But now this is getting a little bit of power. It should start working, I think. Let's see here. Oh, I definitely don't have enough power. Let's go ahead and grab some ultimates here. I guess just one of them for right now. Then we'll have to enter tank this liquid out. But after that point, we are pretty much good to go, right? There we go. Awesome. There you go. We've got 20 millibuckets and it's just flying up there. Do I have the add-ons? Yeah, I did do these, right? I think. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, I did. Let's do like 20 of each. There you go. There you go. I think I have them all sped up. It's actually producing at a pretty good pace here. It looks like pretty quickly we get 20 millibuckets kind of per operation, which is not too bad. This one here takes 3 processings and efficiency, and these ones just take 1 of each, right? So they are doing the thing, and you can get this faster. I don't think we did it. Like I said, we're going to be using it for 2 setups here. If I need to speed it up, I will. But for right now, not too worried about it. It's going to push that at the top there, and that should start storing that. Also, this liquid too, I think it's one of the ones that flies up when you put it down. Like when you see it in the tank here, it actually puts it on the top. So I think it works like that. But we already have 3 buckets of it, and that is actually pretty sweet. So that is how easy it is to kind of milk a wither. Like I wish I could get him face this way though. I wish I could just like always look down this hall and just see my bro being milked down there. It'd be sweet. Don't know how I can do that though. I think they by default try to face a certain direction when they spawn in, but I might be wrong about that. But anyway, that is I guess ether gas, right? So next thing we're gonna do is probably get into the hydroponics. We may set that up in a compact machine. I'm not too sure. Haven't really thought about that. It's always a laggy setup, right? So maybe compact machines. So we're gonna go ahead and do another setup here, but I did go ahead and build a little cage around our wither, which is not too bad. I'm gonna have to name this guy too at some point, but yeah, I'll have to do that. I have to think of a good name. Maybe you guys can think of a good name for our Milky McGee here. I have no idea what to call him, but we'll find something. He used to take damage too when he did this, but doesn't seem to be taking damage, so I don't have to really worry about the speed of these. Or maybe I just don't have so many that he's taking damage and gonna die in time, right? Because in time he would go down and like explode and stuff, but he regened all his health, actually kind of washed it, right? Yeah, he's up to 300. He's completely fine, so we don't have to worry about that. But I know that used to be an issue. It's not an issue anymore. I forget how I used to heal him. I used to heal him some way, but anyway. I have 2 other machines here. I have a sewage composter and a sewer. And then, what do we need this for? We need it for this, right? So I want to make the hydroponics, right? But we need fertilizer. Do that, yeah, you do that in the sewage composter. You get the sewage, you need passive animals and a sewer. So shouldn't be too hard to do here. Go ahead, head down. We've got a bunch of passives down here, right? We got carry on too, so I could even do this easier. So let's go ahead and grab you. There you go. Go ahead and grab a... Which one do we need here first? Let's go ahead and grab you. Let's kind of bring this up here. Our particles are going particle crazy. Let's not worry about that too much. Make a little tunnel here to be able to drop this stuff in. This should be fine. Like I said, this will be a very temporary setup. This one doesn't actually take very long at all. Where are the passive animals though? I need to kind of get me a hold of some. Let's actually turn off you for a couple seconds. Let's turn you to run with redstone signal. That should be fine. And then we're going to steal ourselves a pig or 2. Or any other passive animal you get. I think I have about 5 passive mobs in there, which is not too bad. And once I give it some power and threw in the upgrades there, you get it all filled up with sewage. So that's basically the way it works there. I don't even know if it matters if how many mobs you have in there at all. I'm not sure. So I just threw a bunch in there either way just to be safe. And I think we just need to power this thing. And then I think it's going to start automatically making this, and we'll speed up this process here. Also set the sides on this to just output out every side, because I couldn't remember which way it faced it when I put it down there. But basically, we just need one of these fertilizer, I think, for every one of our hydroponic beds. We don't need it for anything else, but I think you can use it as a bone meal alternative as well. But I've never really used it for that at all, so I'm not even really sure. Will it work on this seed? It will too. That's weird. These are just dye seeds. I need to dye, so anyway. It's probably just dropping in the world right now, because I didn't really set up any buffer. I'm a little dirt. I guess we have this chest down here. I guess it's getting buffered in that chest either way. But anyway, we just need to wait a couple minutes, get enough of this fertilizer. And once we have enough, we'll go ahead and actually set up the next part, which is the actual hydroponic beds. So I got myself queued up. What there? I did 160 of the machine frames, because we're going to do 160 of the hydroponics. That's going to be the amount we do. Yeah, it's a lot. I just want to be able to expand as we need to, because we're going to end up using, I guess, seeds for a lot of our in-game resources. I just want to set up once and kind of forget about it, right? And we're rich now. We don't really have to worry about resources. I wanted to show you this too. I didn't really explain how I was doing the sand, gravel, and dust. I probably should do that, right? So I have an MK2. This one is doing the sand. It goes straight into a flux hammer, pushes it forward into the chest, and it moves the stack per operation. So it can happen so fast too with those, I guess those upgrades on the lasers that are pulling them out set to 1 tick to a full stack that you don't even see it either. So it just kind of happens. This one, you kind of see it though. I think that's because there's stuff already in the chest and it's a little slower because it mixes with this stack over here. Actually, if I do this, do you stop seeing it? No, it still sees it for whatever reason. It's because there's an extra 9, right? I guess you still see it there either. Anyway, it is happening here because I can actually see it over here. You can see the stuff kind of just pop up and go away. It just happens really quickly. The second one is just sand. So MK2 straight into here. So that just handles that. It's done. And this one here, straight cobblestone generator under the flux hammer, pushing it into here. So that's kind of like the main part of the setup. The rest of it is really pretty basic. I really have the entire thing being done with 2 flux compactors. You see there, it's just kind of dispersing between the 2 of them. The 2 of them keep up. I didn't have to do any filtering at all, and the chests are staying empty, so they're doing what they need to, right? Which is pretty awesome. Of course, I'm just using the lasers, and quite a bit of filtering too, but I mean, you can kind of do this so many different ways. I did it on denies. I deny what can't go into the actual fluxes, what is there, the flux compactors. So I did mine off deny list. So you can do it with deny list, you can do it with allow list, but the filtering is less important. I think this is the most important part right here, just making sure you can actually make your sand, gravel, and dust the most efficient way possible. And this is it right here, just because you don't have to set up extra flux hammers or extra machines to do the extra steps that you would otherwise, right? So thought I'd just explain that real quick. There you go. I got us, I guess almost 2.5 stacks of hydroponic beds. So that's actually pretty crazy. And I also went ahead and made a compact machine, so I got that done as well. Pretty easy to make. Just need some polished deep slate, which is a little annoying. But you can EMC the which one can you EMC there? This deep slate. So if you have this deep slate here, you can go ahead and grab that, right? So just smelt down the cobbled, and the cobbled you can get from the extruder, right? So I think it's where is it there? A recipe here, that, and extruder. So you get your first one that way. The only annoying thing is you have to grind it down afterwards after you kind of EMC it, right? But it doesn't matter too much. And we are pretty much good to go. We can pretty much put this compact machine down pretty much anywhere we want to as well. Also, what else do we need? Do we need anything to get out of here? How do you get out of a compact machine? It's been so long. Oh yeah, we need this thing here, right? Personal shrinking device. Go ahead and grab that thing. I knew there was something we needed, but I couldn't remember what it was. Do I have I've been making so many books. Let's go ahead and do that there. Sweet. Grab ourselves a book. Let's do that and grab ourselves the shrinking device. Fantastic. Then we'll go ahead and pop this down here. And this thing's basically going to make us a 13 by 13 by 13 pocket dimension, right? So you just got to right click on it, right? There you go. It's going to load us in. And this is our little kind of private work area. So the first thing you probably want to do when you're in here too is shift and right click. That'll set your spawn point. You can just right click at any time to go in and out, which is fantastic. Can you still see the preview? You can too. You can see what's built in here too. Oh, you can just hit that button and teleport in too. That is neat. Anyway, that's definitely new. And anyway, what we're gonna do is set up our machines. And the way I'm probably gonna set this up too is leave us a little space underneath it. Also, important thing to do too, like I said, set the spawn point. Make sure it's somewhere you're not going to be spawning in a solid block because you will take damage and stuff, right? But not too worried there. 2, 3, 4, 5 up, maybe? Maybe something like this here. Wait, what? What do you mean? What? Why can't I build in there? That's weird. I'm so confused. Why can't I do this? Why are you going to make me build this in the overworld and like my world? I mean, we could build it in one of the other dimensions, but why would they not let me have hydroponics in here? That's bizarre. It actually ate it too. Because I had... Oh no, it came back. What is going on? Oh. Oh. Now I'm allowed to? Apparently glitched out. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get one down now. Okay, that was weird. That was really strange. But anyway, gonna have it coming across here. We're gonna need a bunch of other stuff. I have no idea what happened, but apparently it sorted itself out. Should be able to just wand these all across too, right? So there you go. That's pretty much everything we need. We'll need, I guess, dead center. Where's the dead center of this place? Dead center is going to have like a 3x3 in it, I think, right? So now that we have all our machines in place, let's go ahead and set up the ether gas, right? So we need to get ether gas into the compact machine. So we're going to do it nice and simple, just like that. Got a new tank here, and that's going to be our boy, right? So this one's going to move the wither milk into the compact machine, right? So let's go ahead and head into compact again. And get these things kind of powered up and ready to go. So I have a little 3x3 in the center here, just so I can move up and down. We're going to have to, I guess, put cables on the entire base of these two. I'm going to have to set all the extracts. It's going to be kind of a pain in the butt, but yeah, anyway, I'll have to do that. Show you how this works too. It's a little weird. These things are a little strange, actually. So if I put this down here, this is kind of multi-block. I guess it's not really a multi-block, but basically every machine that this touches, it'll push the power to. So the power slowly moves here, then slowly moves here. It's probably slowly getting over here, you know what I mean? It kind of slowly moves from wherever you're powering it kind of forward, right? So it's a little strange how that works, but that's definitely how it works. Anyway, go ahead and put a sink here maybe. Let's go ahead and grab our ender tank. And that's going to work the same way with the fluids as well, right? So when I put the fluids down, they're going to slowly kind of migrate through the system. It's just how it works. But anyway, let's do that there. Do this here. And I've never done a setup, I don't think, with quite so many. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, getting like way over here may be a problem, actually. We'll see. We'll see if the water's able to keep up. I may have to add a couple places where the water can kind of enter at the same time, maybe. I guess I could take some of the hydroponds out of like the spots here on each side and do the water there if I need to. I don't think it'll matter with the ether gas because it actually doesn't drain it super fast. You see there, the buffer's only 10 millibuckets, right? So it's not that insane as the rest of it. But anyway, that is kind of how that works there. So this one is slowly powering itself. The power is only slow right now too because it's buffering all right. So that's the thing. And I guess what else do we need here? I may grab some more. Actually, I might do that later on because I could do like the water and then the power. I could do water and power points with laser nodes. Yes, there. We'll see how it runs. But anyway, it doesn't matter too much. Let's go ahead and grab our Imperium. Kind of get that down first. Let's kind of just start popping that down. It should start doing stuff pretty quickly, actually. Go ahead and get all of them kind of in place. I'm going to need one more just so I have it kind of even. But you'll notice it just grows and gets harvested. Now, the joy of this is if you have ether gas, I guess without ether gas, it doesn't actually replant the seed. So the seed actually gets pulled back into the machine. Then you have to have a way of pulling it out and then replanting it. But if you have the ether gas, it does that all for you. And these things aren't even sped up yet. And they're already going at a okay pace, right? So not too bad. But we'll have to go ahead and get a bunch of add-ons here. But I'll show you with a couple of them sped up. Then I'll go ahead and queue up a whole bunch of those add-ons there. So if I go to not terminal, go ahead and pop you out. Actually, can you right-click these add-ons in? I'm actually not sure. Can you like shift them in? No, you can't do that at all. No, it doesn't work. Wait, let's go ahead and see what they take. Looks like they take one of each, but you can see now it's going at a pretty good pace. Like every time that bar goes down, it's basically not always getting one, but it will most of the time, right? So pretty fast. It has a little bit of randomness to it, but at the same time, it is still pretty consistent. So this will be the way I do a lot of materials that we have, I guess, needs for a lot of, right? So stuff like this. If we really need to, we could do all the modium stuff. We'll definitely be doing. What's another one I saw we're gonna have to do here? I think red sand was a really bad one too. Actually, can't remember where that was. Maybe here. Yeah, we need 2 4x red sand blocks, so that'll be definitely one. I don't know. Maybe emeralds as well. Maybe obsidian. Netherrack, definitely not. Blackstone, definitely not. We get that from extruders. I just need to set up standalone ones for that. Actually, I think that has EMC too. Clay might be too. Actually, clay would be a pain in the butt. Oh no, I can EMC that too. Soul sand, I think we could EMC that even. Anyway, we'll figure out which ones have to go in here. Netherite definitely will. Probably going to go ahead and make us a bunch of netherite seeds now. Then we'll work on the auto crafting as well. But you can see how just good this is going to be, right? It's already got almost a stack of, I guess, this here. Just curious, actually, back here. Can I actually right-click on this? Can I get into this machine? I want to see how the fluids are doing, actually, back here. Yeah, it's struggling with the liquid. I may have to add some more tanks as well. So our seed is this recipe here right here. So I just went ahead and added a bunch of hoppers to the back of the infusion pedestals here. So I'm just going to pipe them in like that. Then I have a redstone timer here. This is the timer from RF Tools. Then I should be able to just put in the seeds here. And it should start making our seeds. And that'll do all 25 of those, no problem. And then I don't have to sit here and click a button. I can just sit here and watch. Like, this is the pinnacle of modded automation right here. I just reached new peaks. Just, yeah, look at me go. Yeah, look at it. Let's go ahead and get all these netherite planted as well. There you go. And they're all up to max speed too. So I've already gone ahead and thrown upgrades into every one. And we just need to deal with the, I guess, auto crafting. And I guess we already have the auto crafter for that. But we'll have to set up a second one here. You also see I set up sinks with flux points on top. And I'm using the universal pipes from Pipes. And yeah, that's just a way to kind of make it so it spreads the power and the water a little more evenly. I even added second tanks, or even though after you leave once, come back in, it doesn't actually show me what's in the tanks anymore. It's a guess. But anyway, if you kind of shift there, you can see it's either gas. But anyway, let's come down here. We need a buffer chest, so do that. You can see here I lined the entire bottom with pipes, so every one of them actually has a pipe attached. Just to add a pipe, normal speed, no speed upgrades, don't need that. But we should see a bunch of stuff coming here pretty quickly, actually. That's not too bad at all. Look at it. Look at all that stuff. That's good stuff right there. I like that stuff. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab these here. I need some kind of placement thing here. Actually, we'll use this probably anyway. So let's go ahead and grab you. Then we got 2 crafters here. One of these should be already set up too. So let's do that. Do that right there. This one has nothing. This one has... Oh, it still has all the dye essence in it. Should probably pull that out. And this stuff, and that stuff. Probably just throw that in the system. There's no point auto crafting dye essence after all. I mean, yeah, you're going to kind of want different dyes. But anyway, there you go. You have to deal with this fertilized essence as well. We can actually deal with that right away, actually, before anything. I just need some kind of cable here. Might as well use one of these ones. Actually, I'll use one of these ones just because it won't connect when I lay it down. Here you go. Then we'll grab this trash can. And these trash cans are actually pretty awesome because they already have a filter slot in them, right? So I can literally just do this, then set the extract, hopefully, and probably speed that up too. Here you go. That should... Oh no. Wait, whitelist. Good thing I don't care about that stuff right away. So anyway, that'll void that off. Don't do what I did, but now when I put that in there, it'll definitely void it off. I had it on... I thought it would be on whitelist by default, but apparently it's blacklist. So anyway, I just voided off a bunch of essence, although it'll be back in no time. This one here, we want to make sure, I guess, gets this essence here. So the way we'll filter these actually is really easily. I'll just go ahead and come in here. Are you going to start crafting right away? You are too. I need that to be on to activate. That works. Then I'm just going to set every kind of slot to essence, then hit the R so it remembers the slots. Then I should be able to power that now to have no issue, right? I mean, let's come here. Should be able to power this through the same cable. It's one of the benefits here. Let's go to output. Then we'll do that connection is not needed. And we probably need to pull off this too, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Sweet. And then I should be able to turn this one back on actually. So let's go to, there you go. Awesome. So that one's doing the thing, right? So we're getting our Insanium, and that should just continue to do that over and over and over. I want to see it bring more. Oh, I haven't set the extracts yet. I guess I should set the other one before I set the extracts anyway. So over here, we just want to set the recipe for this one. So just do that right there. Then click apply. Then we'll do the same thing. Just set all the slots. Oh, I should have turned that off. Let's turn on to activate. Then grab another stack of it. Then we need to, I guess, make it remember the slots, right? And as we get more essences, like different types, I can take out like 4, then add like, you know, a new like 4 of those essences in those slots, then take out 4, then do another one. Because we can add 8 recipes, right? Or even just 2, wouldn't matter. As long as it has room to put in new essence. Anyway, that is good there. And I think everything's good. So I should be able to turn that off. Awesome. And that one should be good as well. So let's go ahead and pump the stuff in there, right? Good, check it out. Yeah, it's getting stuff there. That one's not really doing much. Once I speed this up, it should be fine, actually. Go. Awesome. So it's getting all the essence. It's making lots of netherite. And that one's making lots and lots of insanium, right? So I guess all we really need to do now is pump that stuff into a chest. The only problem is, I kind of wanted... Oh, we're going to use different pipe. Oh, actually, no, this pipe... This is going to be a mess for a split second. There you go. Probably got stuff in there. Apparently, I need to go add a drawer upgrade to our coal. But all we should have to do here is this right here. That right there. And then, yeah, just pipe that in, right? It's that and that. We won't need speed upgrades on those ones at all. Good, right? So that seems fantastic. Let's actually go ahead and head an upgrade to our drawer wall there. And see if this is actually working. It should be just working just fine right now. There you go. That's fantastic. Awesome. So I think that handles that. You know what? I'm just going to speed that up. Not a spawn point. Don't do that. Go into here to speed these up for the sake of speeding it up too. Because I know that chest will get filled up again. And I want it to empty quick again. So probably a good idea to do that. Also, let's change our spawn point. So that's good there. That's pretty much our automation of our hydroponics. And you can see here it's working out pretty well. Just making sure the power is actually moving around evenly. Looks like it. It takes so much power. Wow. They actually, I'm surprised the power buffers are so slow. Because look how much the power goes down on them. Huh. Still keeps up. Doesn't matter. If it doesn't keep up, we'll sort something out. But it's working either way. I could, I guess, in theory, replace every one of these cables. Actually, it won't work. I was thinking I could exchange it with universals, but I can't. Because universals, like the output pipes, right? So the output sides, these ones here, right? So the ones that haven't been wrenched. It can send anything through those, right? But any of the extraction sides, so these extraction sides, it can't send anything in there. So where every one of these are extractions, it wouldn't actually be able to send power in there. I really don't want to have to set up a laser for every one of these. So we're going to find out some other way to do it for sure. Because, yeah, I don't know. I think the power is going to be fine, though. Maybe we'll see. I guess we'll really find out after we have more seeds. But either way, we got lots of netherite. And how are we actually producing here now? Check that out real quick. Looks like about 2 a second. Maybe a little faster than 2 a second. Maybe like 3 on total. It's hard to tell. You know what I mean? You have to be sitting here with a stopwatch or something. But it seems about a little more than 2 a second. So I think we did pretty good here. And if we need to ramp this up, we can, right? And okay, I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. So as always, if you guys like this video, please hit that like button. I really liked it. Hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. See you guys in the next video. Later.